Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Rahela Ferdousee, Assistant Teacher, Day Shift. I hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. My dear students, today we are going to discuss a class on chapter 5 with the students of class 7. Our today's subject is Agriculture Studies. I am repeating, today we are going to have a class with the students of class 7 and our today's subject is Agriculture Studies. Today our lecture number is 8 and HW number is 6. Today we will discuss chapter 5, lesson 1 to reading done. Chapter 5. Sorry, here I have written chapter 4. It will be chapter 5. And after completing the studying, you will do HW number 6, that you will prepare 5 MCQs from chapter 5, lesson 1, 2. Okay, now let us start our class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is agricultural production. Agricultural production. From this lesson we will came to know about maize cultivation, about fish cultivation, then some livestock cultivation, this process, and we will also know how we have to control the pest of these cultivations. Now let's start lesson 1. Lesson 1 is about the process of maize, that is corn cultivation. Let us start reading. Maize is a high yielding and a diversely usable granular crop. Maize cultivation in Bangladesh is expanding. Maize is a perennial shrub. Both male and female flowers grow in the same plant. The male flower sprouts airing like a tassel in the head of the plant. The female flower comes out in the form of mocha from the axis point of the stem and leaf at the mid-height of the plant. So there is difference between male flower and female flowers. The male flower sprouts airing like a tassel in the head of the plant. See, here it's given, this is the male flower. And the female flower comes out in the form of mocha from the axis point of the stem and leaf at the mid-height point of the plant. See, here this is the female flower, that means this one, the mocha. This is the complete fruit when the corn grows. Okay, now a granular structure takes form in the mocha, that is air, when the female flower is fertilized. Nutrition value of the maize grains is more than that of rice and wheat. Maize grains are used as human food, and its sappy plants and green leaves are used as high quality food for the cows. So why should we cultivate maize? Because the maize nutrition value is more than that of rice and wheat. Moreover, we can also use the sappy plants and green leaves for the food of the cows. There is a widespread need of the maize grains as the livestock, poultry and fish feeds. Okay, so maize is also used, the maize grains is also used for livestock, poultry and fish feeds. Variety. The varieties of maize. Bangladesh Agricultural Research Institute has produced some high-yielding and hybrid varieties. Among these varieties, Bornali, Shubhro, Mohor, Bari Maize 5, Bari Maize 6, Bari Maize 7, Bari Hybrid Maize 1, Bari Hybrid Maize 2, Bari Hybrid Maize 3 are important. Besides, for coal, that means for popcorn maize and to eat when it is tender, Bari Sweet Maize 1 have been released. Apart from these various seed companies import seeds of hybrid maize from foreign countries. Now the soil. Sandy, loamy and loamy soil are the best for the maize cultivation, but it should be monitored that the soil does not get waterlogged. We have to be so careful that the water can't be waterlogged. If the water becomes waterlogged, in that case the maize won't grow well. Then sowing time. It is the proper time to sow maize seed between October and November in the Rabi season and between mid-February and March in the Kharif season. So there is 2 time span for cultivating maize. Number 1 is October and November in the Rabi season and mid-February and March in the Kharif season. Seed ratio and sowing process. For barley maize variety 25 to 30 kg and for popcorn maize 15 to 20 kg per every hectare should be sown in rows. Distance in between rows should be 75 cm and there should be 1 plant after every 25 cm or 2 plants after every 50 cm in each row. Land preparation and application of fertilizer. In our country, maize is cultivated amply during Rabi season. Land must be prepared by plowing deeply 4 to 5 times and by harrowing. Use of fertilizer in maize cultivation has been given below. Name of the fertilizer and amount of fertilizer. Kg per hectare. Urea 172 to 172 to 312. TSP 168 to 216. MOP 96 to 144. Gypsum 144 to 168. At the ending phase of the preparation, the land must be filled after spraying 1/3 of total urea and the whole of other fertilizers on it. Besides, maize yields well if for each hectare of land 10 to 15 kg zinc sulfate, 5 to 7 kg boron and 5 ton cow dung manure are used at this time. The remaining urea should be divided in 2 halves and first installment should be sprayed 25 to 30 days after seed germination, whereas the second installment should be sprayed in a use-over way 40 to 50 days after germination of the seed. In 30 days after the seedling grow, extra saplings must be weeded out. The land must be kept free from weeds until the seedlings become 1 month old. During spraying the second installment of urea, soil in between 2 rows must be heaped up to the bottom of the seedlings. Now see lesson 2, intercultural management in maize cultivation and crop yield. Use of irrigation. To get the production of high yielding maize variety up to the expectation level, 3 to 4 times irrigation is required. The first irrigation should be given at the 5 leaves stage and the second one is recommended at 10 leaves stage. The third one is ensured at the time of budding out of the mocha and the fourth one should be given at the phase of taking granular shape. It should be observed that the soil in the maize field does not get waterlogged. Pest control management. The maize crop suffers less pest attack, but at the seedling stage, larva of cutworm cuts the bottom of the tender plant. The insect hides at daytime and comes out at night. These larvae should be dug out of the soil around the just cut plant and destroyed. If the attack is massive, Furadan or Dursban should be applied in prescribed amount and the land should be irrigated again. Here we can see the picture of maize plant of different stages, and here is the another photo of the larva of cutworm which attacked the maize plants. Then diseases of maize. Maize may be affected by considerable number of diseases, for example seed rot disease and plant decaying disease, that is chara mora rog, leaf blight disease, stem rot, ear rot and grain rot disease. Attacks of these diseases get through various types of seeds and soil-borne fungi. Seed rot and plant decaying diseases outbreak in maize field if there is excess water in soil and the temperature is low. A long grey mark is seen in the lower part of the plant when attacked by leaf blight disease. This mark later spreads to the upper part of the plant. If the attack is massive, the plant dries up in advance and dies away. Here we can see the signed leaf diseases. That means whenever the plant becomes diseased, at the times the leaves looks like this. Then pest control procedure. Number 1, pest preventive variety should be used. Number 2, seeds should be treated before sowing. Number 3, The remains of maize plant should be burnt down after harvesting. Number 4. Cultivation of maize in the same field over and over again should be stopped. Collection and threshing of corns. When the maize flour gets the color of shiny straw, stalk leaves become slightly yellowish, maize crop becomes worthy of collecting ears. When the maize flour ripes 75 to 80%, corns can be collected. Maize ears should be dried up in the sun for 4 to 5 days after collection of them. The corns should be separated by a hand-driven thresher or a threshing machine and preserved after shifting. Life is fun. Lifetime of maize is 135 to 155 days during Rabi season and 90 to 110 days during Kharif season. Production. In Bangladesh, maize yields well during Rabi season and it does less in Kharif season. Maize production varies between 3.5 to 8.5 ton per hectare depending on its variety and season. So my dear students, this is up to this for today. I hope that you will practice very well at home and you must submit HW on coming Saturday. Stay well, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.